So welcome back, my wonderful viewers. In this video I will teach you guys rationalization of sort. What does it mean to rationalize sort? Okay, so let's say this question has been given to you to rationalize. How do you go about this? What you have to do here is you just bring down the question, which is 1 over 3 all in square roots. So before then, let me bring this to your mind. You need to know, recall that anytime you have something like this, A over B, this guy must surely be, it is something as writing square root of A divided by square root of B. So these two guys are the same. So use this concept and apply it here. So in that regard, it implies that 1 over 3 all in square root is the same thing as root of 1 all over root of what? 3. But you and I know that square root of 1 is 1. So it simply means instead of writing square root of 1, we know that it is 1 all over square root of 3. But where the problem is here, because everything we have been dealing with is we have boiled down to this, which is exactly the same thing as this. The essence of rationalization is when you have square roots at the denominator, you have to what? Rationalize. When the denominator has what? Square root, which is a non-perfect square, you must do what? Rationalize. But supposing you have something like this, if you check here, the square root is at the numerator, you have no need to do what? To rationalize. You can only rationalize when the square root is at the denominator. So in this regard, let me go on to further this. Let me clean up the top to make room for what we have on board. So if we go on to rationalize this, what is it going to give us? Alright, so it implies that 1 over root of 3, when you rationalize it, all you need to do is to write multiplication. You repeat this, which is root 3 all over root of what? 3. The essence of doing this is, if you check anything, if I say A divided by A, the answer is 1. Even if I say root of A divided by root of A, the answer is still 1. Anytime something divides itself, it will surely give you what? 1 as answer. That is absolutely what it is. So, and anytime 1 multiplies something, it will still give you the same thing. So if you use root 3 all over root 3, you and I know that root 3 over root 3 is 1. And if this is 1 times this will not still change it. So that is just how the whole thing is. So what we need to do here, we say 1 times root of 3 to give you root of 3 all over this times this. Let me put it here anyway. You say 1 multiplied by root of 3 divided by root of 3 multiplied by root of 3. It's something as saying 1 multiplied by root of 3 all over, since these guys are the same, it will be root of 3 3 times 3, everything in square roots. So it will give us 1 times root of 3 is root 3 all over this guy is root 9. But we know that root of 9, since 9 is a perfect square, if you take the square roots, it's going to give us 3. So therefore everything implies that square root of 3 all over square root of 9 is something as square root of 3 all over 3. So this is the answer. So what it means is, if you punch it on calculator, if you punch these two guys on calculator, they will surely give you the same thing. Punch square root of 3 all over 2 is the same thing as punching this all over this, same thing as saying this all over this. So these guys are the same. So I also encourage you, if you solve this, any question that has to do with sort, after solving it, you can use calculator to verify your answer. If calculator give you the same thing, that means you're good to go. And another thing is, you need to learn how to master to use calculator, especially scientific calculator, because not everyone knows how to go about it. So let me give you guys another example to deepen your knowledge. Supposing I say simplify, then simplify, let's say 10 square root of 2 all over square root of 5. So if I give you this guy to simplify, you just write solution. After solution, bring down the question, which is 10 root of 2 all over root of 5. If you check here, something is happening. There is also square root. Anytime square root appears at the denominator, you say rationalize. So we have to rationalize this. So we ought to rationalize this because you ought to rationalize this guy now, because the square root, there is a square root at the denominator. Our interest is at the denominator, not at the numerator. And to rationalize means that denominator, let me write down the normal stuff, that denominator that has square root, which is 5, multiply this, repeat this, just do it like this. Take this denominator that has root, multiply the denominator and still divide it. Multiply it by the denominator and the divisor of it. So it will still be, this guy will be, take this times this, we have 10 root of 2 multiplied by root of 5. We close it. We then write root of 5 multiplied by root of 5. So I can still put bracket if I wish, it doesn't matter. So every damn thing here, this empty is something as writing 10 times root, is something as writing 10 times root 2 times root of 5 all over root of 5 times root of 5, which is something as saying 10 times, you know what the law, one of the laws, the law of multiplication of sort says. So we put down this inside the same bracket, since they are both of them are multiplication, all over this, the same thing, 5 times 5. So this will give us 10 multiplied by root 2 times 5 is this, which means root 10 all over root of 25, because 5 times 5 is 25. So in this regard, let me clean the top. If I clean here, clean here, so you guys will get, you're gonna get, let me bring this guy up. We have 10 multiplied by root of 10 all over root of 25. But you know that root of 25, as 25 is a perfect square, is 5. So since it's 5, it will be 10 times root of 10 all over 5. Root of 10 is a non-perfect square, so we leave it like that. 5 can cancel itself and cancel 10 to give you 2. So all we have here is 2 multiplied by root of 10. So the answer is nothing but 2 root of 10. So if you point this on calculator, it will surely give you these two guys now. It implies that 2 root of 10, this is the answer. And I'm trying to encourage you to always check your answers after you must have done with it stuff. So this is something I'm saying 2 root of 5, 2 root of 10 is equal to 10 root of 2 all over root of 5. You point this on calculator, calculator must respond accordingly. So just learn sort, and also I will advise you guys to go to YouTube on my channel to watch the introduction of sort, because there I detailed so many things that has to do with sort. So it will be of great importance that you go there to verify. So this is the third example in today's video. We have been given this to simplify. So the next thing to do is to bring down the question, which is 6 root of 3. So we check here, this given question has square root at the denominator. Anytime we have square root at the denominator and the number in this that contains the square root is a non-perfect square, we respect ourselves and do what? Rationalize the given sort. We say rationalize 6 all over root of 3. And what does rationalize means? Rationalize means repeat that number, write down the original question, which is this, multiply by that square root, which is root of 3, and also divide by that square root. So this means, nothing changes here, because root of 3 all over root of 3 will give us 1, because anything that divides itself is is 1. So this is the concept behind this anyway. So this will be, this multiplied by this is the same thing as saying 6 multiplied by root of 3 all over. So we have to obey the law of multiplication of what sort. So here I will write square root 3 times 3. Then it becomes 6 multiplied by root of 3 all over square root of 3 times 3 is 9. But you and I know that square root of 9 is nothing but 3, because 9 is a perfect square. So it implies that 6 multiplied by root of 3 all over 9 is same thing as saying 6 multiplied by root of 3 all over 3. And you know that 3 can cancel itself and cancel 6 to get 2. We then have 2 multiplied by root of what? 3. So let me clean up the above and make room for this. So when we must have done this, the next thing on board is, let me leave this guy up. We have 2 multiplied by root of 3. The answer will be 2 root of 3. So if you punch 2 root of 3 on calculator and still punch 6 all over root of 3 on calculator, both of them will give you the same thing. Okay, so that is just how the whole thing is.